Hello. Um, haven't done any videos for ages. Don't worry, it's not that I've been making them and then just keeping them for myself. Um, I just haven't done any. Had a few pretty low days where I was feeling pretty bad, and I just didn't do anything really, or less than usual. Which actually, I wasn't sure if it was possible, but actually, I found out that it is. So I didn't do anything, and I certainly didn't feel like talking to my millions of followers. So I was just checking the numbers. They've seemed to have missed a couple of zeros off it. Um, I know, hopefully no one is looking forward to new videos, because obviously there will be pretty serious gaps in the sort of delivery. Um, yeah, so last night went and clapped for the NHS workers again. I saw some things on. I'm not really big on Facebook and stuff, but like a clap for, and Twitter, people are saying that there was an attempt to sort of twist it into a clap for Boris, which is, it's just crazy, isn't it? Because like the NHS, it's like a group showing, and other workers, obviously, postal workers, and although postal workers delivered, I posted 2 letters to my daughters on the same day, identical letters, and my oldest daughter got her letter a few days later. My youngest daughter did not. She was very sad because she thought, obviously, that I had just sent Darcy a letter and not Edith. But then it arrived today, which got me out of the shit. Really, I pretty much wasn't welcome back at the house. Wait a minute, I'm like all zoomed in. There we go. That's better. But yeah, clapping for Boris is interesting, because I know he doesn't work at a very high level, but yeah, again, my daughters, as an example, would understand that you were taking the piss if you just went well done and give them a clap, like some sort of, you know, just for them on their own demented seal sort of, oh, you're doing really good at doing fuck all. Yeah, they'd understand that you were taking the piss, and it would upset them probably that you were doing that. For the whole country to do it would be pretty awful. I don't know if he would understand that, or the people doing it would understand. Anyway, doesn't matter, does it? They've opened a hospital in London with 4,000 beds. In Nightingale Hospital, it's quite fantastic. There's a pretty good like stop motion video of them building it, which is fantastic. It's truly, truly, truly horrific that we've allowed our health service to get to the point where we have to build a special hospital for this, in such a panic and in such a, but I don't know, hopefully it will help. Hopefully there's the staff to run it, and they're there, well, kept safe is obviously a big issue at the moment. They are, yeah, I saw a photo of all the people involved, and some people from the hospital and stuff who, outside the front of Nightingale Hospital. It was on the BBC. I haven't seen any other video of it. I'd love to see it, because somebody has gone out with a meter stick, or a 2 meter stick if they make them. That you wouldn't be able to put that in your car. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They've gone out and they've measured 2 meters, and they've put X's on the floor in duct tape, which is a great idea for this photo, because obviously everyone's fucking up photo ops, aren't they, with cuddling straight away afterwards, or continually poking themselves in the eye while they're telling people not to touch their face and stuff. So someone's gone out with a meter stick, and they've measured 2 meters, and they've done it in a circle. So because they're all over the place, these X's. So obviously 2 meters in any direction, you're not next to someone if you stand on your X. However, in the photo, there's a few of them that just aren't standing on the X, and you think maybe the photo was taken at the wrong time, but surely to get to your X, You'll have to go within 2 metres. Anyway, but Matt Hancock is stood on his X. So again, I think standards are so low now that even though we've as a country we've elected people who have been unable, so it's our fault collectively, unable to provide any protective equipment that's worth anything, that have been unable to provide actual medical equipment, namely the ventilators and such, that have purposefully allowed the hospitals to get unable to cope with even... I mean, this is a huge surge in requirements, but even if it wasn't, they would struggle. They struggle every year, don't we? We get the winter, the NHS struggles in the winter because of the flu and things. So everything is a struggle for the NHS. So this was obviously going to be difficult. But anyway, we've elected these people. It's our own fault. He is he's in charge of the health, which is, I don't know if it's better than Hunt or worse. I don't know. I can't work out. It's all awful, isn't it? But our standards are now so low that I was a little bit like, oh, well done, Matt Hancock. You've managed to stand on your X. You've gone for a photo. You've stood in front of something that obviously you have had very little to do with, because they've actually built it and it looks like it's opened. I mean, they've managed to actually produce something which is entirely unlike, again, how we like our politicians these days to function. We don't like them to actually do anything or be responsible for anything. But he's managed to stand on his X, and I thought maybe we should have a little clap for Matt Hancock standing on an X, that he's managed to walk across this, I don't know, area outside the main entrance, and somebody else has put an X on the floor, and they might have written next to it Matt, or they've just said to him stand at the one at the front, or stand on one of them. He's had some instructions. He's gone, yep, sure, I've got that, okay, sure thing. And he's walked out and he's found an X and he's stood on it. So maybe we should think, maybe next week, instead of clapping the NHS staff for risking their lives, this viral load is going to be important coming up, I think. These people are clearly in far more danger than the rest of us. So maybe next week he'll have a little clap for standing on his X. Right, I've got to go because I'm having a video call. Bye bye.